What's good with it, y'all? Welcome back to A1 Hoop Zone. Man, do your boy a favor. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, man. Appreciate you, appreciate you. So, what do we got on deck today, man? We got Klay Thompson making his long-awaited return to Golden State in the Chase Arena, man. Let's get into it. So, we got Klay Thompson, four-time NBA champion. Um, as y'all know, man, Game Six Clay is a real thing, as we've seen. Obviously, as a late last outing with the Warriors, I should say, against Sacramento. My man went over. But hey, shout out to Clay, man. Shout out to Clay. He didn't have some historical performances with the Golden State Warriors, man. The game where he dropped the that wasn't the King. Was that the Kings or the Pacers, man? I can't remember which team he dropped them off for 37 in one quarter. That was insane. I ain't never seen nothing like that, man. Somebody get that hot and just wasn't missing at all. So, obviously you've seen him NBA record for NBA threes in the game was a 13 or 13, I believe. Then did that hit 10, hit multiple 10 3-point games. He's had that like I mean, the list goes on of the accolades that Clay has done for the Warriors and what he meant to that Warriors team and organization and to that fan base, right? So we're not gonna sit there and definitely get at man any kind of shortcomings or not give him his just due and his credit for the work he's put in and things of that nature, right? So we're talking about it because it's long awaited debut and returning to the Golden State Warriors. We see the Golden State Warriors have absolutely been balling out of control to start the season off. They can keep it going. The sky's the limit. But as of right now, it's like it's the beginning of the season, man. We see the Cleveland Cavaliers are what 12 or 13-0. So you take that for what it is. You know what I mean? So that is just one of those things where you look at it and it just that's just one of those things, man, where you look at it and you just say, like, all right, it's the beginning of the season. We're seeing some wild stuff going on right now in the league, and it's good. It's good to shake things up and mix it up a little bit. See some teams that wasn't doing so hot, that was pretty much non-existent and things of that nature, man. And you see teams is definitely balling out of control right now. So shout out to every team that's doing their thing, man. But Clay coming back, I think he's going to get a full video montage. I think he's going to get a standing ovation. I think he is going to get I don't think he's going to get booed whatsoever in this game. When he catches the ball or anything like that, I don't think he's going to get booed. I think just because of the love, respect, the admiration, and just the overall impact that Clay has had for that Warriors team, organization, and fan base, I just don't see it happening. I would be hard pressed and shocked and surprised if they booed him. You know what I mean? When the ball touches his hand, because he didn't leave on bad terms as far as with the fan base or the team. It was just more of a thing where the organization kind of did him dirty a little bit. They led him down a path of they brought him off the bench, which is fine. He was willing to accept that. They reduced his role again was something where it was just like, hold on, you're starting to raise an eyebrow at that, and then understanding that they wanted to underpay this man after the history and all the things he done did for them. That was kind of the icing on the cake. So for him, it was more of a thing like, okay, it's time for me to take my services or take my talent elsewhere. You know what I mean? Some place where he's going to be highly sought after, a place where they're gonna allow him to do what he do best, which is what catch and shoot. That's what Clay is, catch and shoot. Defense, they ask him to play some defense, but they're not asking him to be a necessary, primary defender and stopper as he was on the Warriors. That was the case when he played for the Warriors. They wanted him to be 3 and D, but more so D than anything because we all know back in the day, man, he was the one guarding Kyrie or guarding the major scoring guards and stuff like that. Steph wasn't, they was hiding Steph on a non-shooter or something like that. You know what I mean? And that's no disrespect to slight at Steph. It's just it is what it is. You know what I mean? Every team kind of has that where if you got a point guard of a certain ilk, they're not guarding the other team's best guard. They're hiding them somewhere else to kind of save their legs and things of that nature. But for Klay Thompson, man, they asking him to do it all. Outside of dribbling the ball and stuff like that. Again, one of the things he did over there was how did he have a game where it was like 30 plus points on less than like 10 or 11 dribbles? Like that, it's insane to think what this man meant to them and the type of work he put in to become one of the greatest shooters of all time. And again, what he did for that Warriors organization and team. So for the team or the organization to treat him like that, it's a business at the end of the day. So you're gonna go where you're gonna feel wanted. You're gonna go where somebody's gonna give you what your value is and things of that nature, and a place where you got an opportunity to be successful. So that's why I think he left town, and I don't think there's gonna be any type of bad blood. But I'm excited to see the game. For him specifically for the game, how do I think he's gonna do? He's either going to do it extremely well, like one of his historical performances, or he's going to do it really bad. I don't really see him having a in-betweener type of game. I envision Kyrie, Luca, and everybody else to step up and look to want to get the dub for him. I think they're going to want to ride for him to send a message to him and to the Warriors team and organization, and vice versa. I think the Warriors are going to come out there and look to punch them in the mouth and blow them out to send a message to him that he made a mistake leaving. Buddy Hill's been shooting extremely well. They've been playing really, really team oriented basketball. The ball's been hopping, been moving. Steph's been balling. So I think for them right now, man, it's just who's gonna get their message across, who has more weapons, and who's gonna be able to get it done. If I did a prediction on this one, if it was me, I probably would pick the Mavs for this game because I feel like the Warriors do not have an answer for Kyrie and they don't have an answer for Luca. As far as the Mavs having an answer for the Warriors, as far as like having an answer for Steph, they have more bodies to throw at Steph than the Warriors have bodies to throw at the Mavs big three. I'll put it that way. All these young players and stuff, man, they definitely again they're playing non, what is it called, man? It's trying to think of the right word how to describe it, man. They're not playing like this. It's the beginning of the season, right? So these are non-pressure games. You know what I mean? It's not something where all the marbles are on the line. How are they gonna show up or how are they gonna respond to it? It's non-pressure games. So for them right now, man, they playing, above their heads and they playing, what I'm saying, worry free. They're playing carefree basketball, which is dangerous in itself because it allows the team to kind of, you're gonna play above your head sometimes. But then when those crunch moments came, clutch moments and stuff like that, it's like that's when you start to see people characters. Do they tighten up in this crunch time? Do they tighten up in the moment, or do they buckle down and stay 10 toes with it and show no, this is who I am. I'm gonna prevail under any kind of situation, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. That part is waiting to be determined for this Warriors team. For the most part, again, a lot of them are young, so they're waiting to be tested. But for this Mavs team, we saw, they was just in the NBA Finals last year, but we saw how you have a lot of veterans on this team. You got a lot of young people with a lot of veteran type of tenure in the league. So I'm gonna pick the Mavs on this one. I think they should win it again. For Klay, he's gonna have a monster game or a terrible game. I don't see him having like 10 or 15 points. It's either gonna be 20 plus or it's gonna be less than 10, and it's gonna be a terrible shooting performance. One of the two. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. How do y'all feel about seeing Klay Thompson in the Mavericks jersey? Is it weird to y'all? How do y'all feel about his return to the Chase Center? Like, how do y'all let me know what y'all think about it, man? But that's all I got for y'all. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, leave a comment in the comment section. I'll be sure to respond to each and every one of y'all. And if you wish to support the channel, you see that information right there. It's in the description as well. Feel free to leave a super thanks. If you don't know what that is, bag out, look for icons over to the right, see where it says thanks, click that, follow the instructions. You can support the channel that way, man. But again, I appreciate y'all coming through. I'll be back at y'all to another one. With that said, we out. Y'all stay healthy, stay safe, and blessed. We gone.